I can't help but notice you seem happier of late. There's a spring in your step that wasn't there before. Just a pity I'm not responsible for it. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that Lae'zel may not be keen to share you with me. In truth, I don't think I'd want to be your spare lover. I'd always want more of you than you'd have to spare. Better, perhaps, to bow out with dignity. There's no hard feelings. Genuinely. You deserve happiness. And I'm more than glad to remain with you to bear witness to it. Don't be foolish. You're far too handsome to hate. So, I gather your affections have drifted elsewhere. And Lae'zel, no less. That's one way to keep an eye on her, I suppose. Or who you feel, seemingly. But no harm done. We were merely dabbling, I suppose. Though, for a while, I thought I might have someone to share new memories with. Not to be, it seems. I can't help but notice you seem happier of late. Don't be. He's charming enough, well-read and well-groomed. You could end up with worse specimens at your side. And don't worry about me. I'll manage one way or another. But I'll remember our little moments together fondly. They're amongst the few good memories I can lay claim to. Gale has a proud streak. Do you truly think he'd want to share? Try wooing you while I lurked in the corner waiting my turn? No, that's not him. So, I gather your affections have drifted elsewhere. Curious. I won't begrudge Gale for winning you over. He does try awfully hard. Well, that's one way to end things. I can't help but notice you seem happier of late. That's one way to put it. Careful she doesn't try to steal it to replace her own. But in all seriousness, I'm glad you found someone, even if it isn't me. I hope you make each other happy. I admire your ambition and your belief in your own stamina. But Karlach deserves to have you to herself. And perhaps there's yet someone out there for me. Sometimes it can be difficult to know what you want, what you need, until it's already lost to you. I know that from experience. I won't lie. I won't pretend that part of me isn't hoping you'll look in my eyes and still feel something. Foolish, I know. But allow me to wallow in the fantasy just a moment. Bittersweet as it is. So, I gather your affections have drifted elsewhere. Curious. What drew you to Karlach? The muscles? The musk? I suppose we're all entitled to a bit of rough now and again. I suppose it was. And don't worry, I'm not going to toss your belongings into the campfire or anything. Though, for a while, I thought I might have someone to share new memories with. Not to be, it seems. I can't help but notice you seem happier of late. I can't blame you. Who wouldn't want a hero of the classic mold for a lover, and heir to a noble house to boot? Wyll comes from an old, traditional line. I doubt his family would like their heir to introduce them to his lover's lover. There's no hard feelings. The feeling is mutual. I mean it. So, I gather your affections have drifted elsewhere. Curious. You and Wyll, is it? I'm glad the blade has found a new sheath, at least. Don't be like that. You've made your bed. Now go and roll around in it with your new bow. So, you and Minthara, is it? I suppose that little spark we shared has been snuffed out then. I don't blame you, though. She is a compelling prospect. So, I gather your affections have drifted elsewhere. Curious. I heard you and Astarion. For a while I thought you were a little more subtle in your tastes, but I suppose not. Enjoy your pallid confection, I suppose. I suppose I can't really blame you. Astarion has a knack for making people swoon even while the blood's still in their veins. I hope you two find your version of happiness together. I think you may be overestimating his willingness to share. He may seem like the carefree hedonist, but there's something fragile beneath the facade. If you can give him the solace that I'm convinced he desperately needs, then it would just be cruel for me to try and elbow in. Liable to end in tears, or blood, or both. There's no hard feelings. Genuinely. You deserve happiness, and I'm more than glad to remain with you to bear witness to it.